It strongly condemns Asmongold's rhetoric.
Well,
why is he dressed like Fidel Castro? So he's dressed like Mao, Fidel Castro. Who's gonna be next? Stalin? He does more cosplay than Emaru.
I understand why Elon Musk, obviously from his position of power, gets away with saying, you know, of course ICE is going to kill whoever the fuck they want to kill, right? Because that's Elon Musk. Elon Musk is never going to be in this situation. Even Asmongold most likely will never be in this situation.
The situation where I have to run over a police officer? Why would I ever?
Because he never leaves his house, right? But Asmongold's audience could just as well have been in this situation.
Yeah, and if one of my viewers decides to try to run over a federal officer in the process of trying to escape from a scene when they're being detained, you know what I'm going to say? Rip bozo. I'm going to say the same thing.
Easily. They could have been in the situation where they're like pro-ICE, for example, but they got scared and they wanted to move out of the way, right? Where they're pulling out of their fucking...
If you get scared, you accidentally run somebody over. I mean, you can't expect that to be okay.
Driveway, for example. And they got domed and shot and killed. That's how this works. Okay? You are ascribing evil intent.
Evil intent.
For no real reason in this circumstance, when the true evil that's taking place is literally...
The real evil isn't trying to run over the federal agent. No, and escape the scene after, by the way, they came out and they said, let me mute the music because it's a little bit loud. They came out and they said that this woman was causing trouble before then. She was blocking roads, doing all of this other shit. And they wanted to get rid of her because she was like the person leading all of this. So really, but let's hear about the real problem is actually ICE. Here we go.
Literally the evil that's coming from ICE.
There it is.
Even in this...
Wow, who could have predicted this?
...situation, you instantly find yourself trying to justify the murderers.
The murderers, right, of course.
There's something fucking wrong with you. You have...
Why are you getting upset?
No, you have... like the part of your brain...
Do you think that Hasan, if this woman had run over and killed that ICE agent, do you think that Hasan would be trying to justify why it was okay? I think it would be. No, I think he would be. No, he'd be celebrating? Oh, of course.
That causes you to think about your own personal well-being is warped. Because you're so predisposed with defending law enforcement every step of the fucking way. You've been so propagandized and so conditioned into thinking that cops are always doing the right thing.
I think they are in this case, right?
You just cannot understand that you could be in the crosshairs next. You just can't comprehend it. Your loved ones can be...
Yeah, I mean, like, you could just be accidentally trying to run over a federal agent, escaping after you're trying to be detained, after repeatedly trying to block and obstruct the federal investigation. You know, like sometimes like, bro, how did I oh shit, this happened again. Oh God, how does this keep happening to me?
Asmon is saying guy standing in front of a cop car should be put in a box and round up about 10,000 protesters and put them in a camp to shut it down quick. Literally,
that's what I said.
Promoting authoritarian dictatorship.
Authoritarian dictatorship is when people that are breaking the law and being violent and obstructing the federal government from doing their job. Authoritarianism is when they have a consequence for it. That's right. To be fair, W Chatter, at least they explained what I think. Oh, it's so hard for
He's just a weak, ineffective, cowardly person who is...
I'm ineffective. If I was ineffective, you wouldn't be crying about me every day.
Who's trying to lean into the administration, the government's fucking repressive methods to make himself and others who are tuning in feel powerful. Okay? That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. This is commentary from a deeply insecure, deeply scared person.
I'm insecure. Okay. All right. Sure.
It's weak, it's cowardly, it's frail. This is the motivating principle of fucking Nazis as well, historically.
Oh, Nazis, of course. How could we forget?
feeling like they've been wronged by society, and hoping that the state actually enacts some violence to others who are their ideological opponents.
Doesn't he want, like, he was a huge supporter of Mamdani, and people think that the state was fucking them over, and I think that really, I mean, it's very regular that people would want to have the state redistribute well. Like, taxes are violence in a way. Taxes are backed up by violence. If you don't pay your taxes, they will violently control you and put you in jail and then take your stuff. Like, every law that we have is backed up by violence. That's the way it is. Like, they tried to explain, like, hey, please get out of the way, get out of the vehicle. And they tried everything they could, but she wouldn't listen. That's the thing. Everything is about that. Everything is backed up by the force doctrine at one level or another. And I would just rather live in a civilized society where we don't have to be reminded of that. I would.
Not realizing, once again, that this is not a partisan issue.
It's not. Everybody should agree with this. Everybody should agree with me.
Who saw that this kind of stuff was fucked up. A lot of people, for example, who think what Asmongold is saying is like completely ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. It's true.
Okay? Very violent and unacceptable, did not say anything. And the reason why they didn't say anything was because they were terrified. Okay, they were terrified of getting bullied. They were terrified of being cyberstalked. They were terrified in general.
So I'm the one that's making people scared. Then why is everybody retweeting me saying that they're glad that my parents are dead? I mean, all you have to do is go and look at the retweets and the replies of that one comment that I made. You're going to see people talking about like how much they hope I die, how much they hope my parents are dead. They hope they're in hell. Yeah, they're crazy. They're totally fucking unhinged. This entire inversion is so blatantly dishonest. And all you have to do is just go and read what people are responding to me with. It's totally deranged, completely deranged.
But the reason why I tried to urge others to also speak out was because there are more of us than there are of them.
Then why'd you lose the popular vote?
Okay? The reason why they feel emboldened is because Trump and Elon Musk and numerous other right-wing figures have basically created this media environment, especially on the internet, where they have made people feel falsely. They've made people
getting more gray hairs.
Feel
see right there. See that? That's a new one.
Feel like they are dominating the discourse. The only reason why they are dominating the discourse on the internet is because people are too afraid to speak out against it. People are too afraid to call it out. People are too afraid to say, "What the fuck are you saying? This is..."
You're right. People are too afraid of doing this, but they're so afraid of it. They're constantly sending me death threats and, you know, like invoking my dead parents. You're right. That's totally, but it's actually you guys that are the victims. Oh yeah.
Completely ridiculous.
Oh, God, man. So I'm simultaneously ineffective and I'm also dominating the discourse. Well, that's nice. Oh, he's tweeting about me again. A clearly unjustifiable act of state murder, so of course the MAGA cult farmer will try to justify it to an audience of powerless people who only feel strong when they can identify the admin as doing cruelty, pathetic, weak, expected. Of course, right? And crying, getting mad about it. He's been tweeting about this a lot. You can say this as much as you want, but it's very obvious that she was accelerating the vehicle when he was directly in front of it. He was. She would have run him over. She would have run him over. Everybody knows not to run away and speed away in a vehicle when the police are trying to detain you. Like, it's not even a question. Everybody knows this. I don't even know, like... Yeah, use your eyes. Just look at it. She was not trying to run him over. You're wrong. Oh, he's in chat. Hasan is in chat again. What a surprise. Okay. She was not trying to run him over. You are wrong in coping. What would you have done in this situation when the police officers told you that you had to get out of the car? Just give it a minute. It's all right. It's fine. De-escalate and talk to her instead of immediately trying to force open the door? It wasn't appropriate by law in circumstances. That's not what I asked. So if the police come up to you and they say to stop the vehicle and get out, what would you do? What would you do? It's very simple. The guys are untrained, hopped up on fumes. I told you already. De-escalate and talk to her. No, no, I'm not asking. Maybe he's confused. I'm saying if you were in the woman's shoes, if you were the one driving the car, what would you have done if you were in her situation and you were the one driving the car? I'm not talking as the officer. I told you already the appropriate way of dealing this by the LEO standards. You have. You've told me multiple times, but you haven't said what you would do. Because you know the answer to that, and it's obvious. You would have gotten out of the car like a normal person, and you would have said, okay, I'm going to comply with the police. That's what you would have done. But you don't want to answer that because it paints her in a bad light. I would have driven away as well. Oh, he said, oh, you would have driven away as well, just as she was trying to do. Many people would have done the same. She was clearly trying to drive away. The person in power has the responsibility to de-escalate and do the LEO. Listen, guys, anybody in the Hasan's chat, listen, I'm going to say this. Please, guys, do not take this advice. This is such a bad idea. I promise you. Hasan's got a lot of money. He's got tons of money. He can afford this. It's okay. But let me give you the person that dies the car. No. Again, we've seen this clip again. And there it is. Yes, obviously they hit him. Yeah, let's not even get into that. Please, guys, do not take his advice. If a law enforcement officer tells you to stop the vehicle and to, get out of the car, do not randomly drive away. You will ruin your life. They're going to find you. They'll run your plates. They're going to arrest you. You're going to have to go to court. You're going to go to jail. Potentially. Maybe you won't. It will fuck up your whole life. Do not do this. Sorry. Comply or die. Always W. Okay, you're getting untimed out, all right? You can keep posting a 5-pixel video for Cope all you want. The dude clearly had no right to shoot her. Okay. Can somebody find a video? And we'll see about this. I'll see if I can find a video that's like more zoomed in. Let me see if this is it or not. No, it's I've got to find the one that's closer. And then we can look at it to get on the look at. Yeah, I had it open. I don't know where it is again. Is there an instance where you don't automatically defend ice kills? Yeah, I would say if they're not trying to kill the officer, I would defend it. Yeah, sure. I'd say I wouldn't defend it. Yeah. ICE has no legal authority to ever even detain American citizens, by the way. Learn the law. As far as I know, it's against the law to try to run over somebody. It's against the law to run somebody over. Now, I don't know about that, but I think it is. You can change the convo all you want, like you did. And so anyway, no, it's very obvious. How do you... And also, here's another thing. I'll ask Hasan one more question. How do you justify that she wasn't trying to run him over when the wheels were spinning forward and he was in front of the car? How do you justify that? The wheels were spinning. He was directly in front of the car. Slow-mo video. Is this it? Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if this is a good version or not. I can tell you, but you only favor this dynamic when you can control the conversation. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, of course. That's why I'm doing it. Yeah, of course. Duh. I mean, this is a big secret. Like, yeah, obviously. Yeah, that video isn't very good. It's not that... Damn it. I'm trying to remember which one I had open. Yeah, because I had one before. He wasn't in front of the car. It's relevant trying to engage in hypotheticals? Okay, okay. Let me see if I can find a video. Give me a minute. So... do you think that he was in front of the car in this frame? Let me see if this is it. Was he in front of the car in this frame or not? Show the video? Oh, I am. I'm about to show the video. Yeah, I think this might be it. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to see if this is it. Okay, this isn't a very good angle. I had a better angle before, but we'll use this. Okay. So, and by the way, actually, you know what? Before I show the video, I will show the video. We're going to look at it in slow motion. But was he in front of the car or not? Was he in front of the car or not? And we'll show it. Show the slow motion and walk us step by step. Show the wheels turning to the right. If someone was trying to kill the agents, their wheels would have turned to the left or the right. I don't think that she was trying to kill the agent. I think that she didn't care whether she hurt the agent in the process of her escaping. Does that make sense? This is the video. Is that it? Let me see if I find it. Let me make sure if this is the right one. I think this might be it. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, yeah, we can use this one. This one's fine. This is a better one. Okay, well, let me answer. Let's answer a question again. Let's see. Is there an answer of whether it is Asmongold? You know the memes. Oh, so the exact opposite of what you're saying. Even got it. Oh my god. So you're saying that, oh, well, she wasn't trying to run him over. She just basically didn't care that she ran him over, and that's totally better. Is that right? That, oh, guys, no, she was just trying to escape the scene, and she didn't care if she ran over the police officer. It didn't matter whether she ran over the police officer or not while she was trying to escape from the police after they told her to stop. I don't think that's a very good argument. He muted me? Now he won the argument? See, it feels good, right? I bet he feels good about this. Show the, oh no, now, okay, show the video. All right, we're gonna watch the video. Here we go. Let's watch it. We're gonna watch this together. Okay. And I'm gonna put it right here, and then I'm gonna put it at 0.25, okay? That way we can go frame by frame. Okay. So you can see very clearly they tried to get into the car. And there's an officer, by the way, I want you guys to keep in mind, there's an officer here that you can't even see. That's how, oh yeah, I'll make it full screen. Okay. So there's an officer right here that's not even in the frame because of how in front of the car he is. And he's trying to move. Yes, the car is in reverse. And you can see that the light right here is in reverse because the car is moving backwards. Somebody's linking another one. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, I've seen that. That one's a little bit... Yeah, actually, that one's a pretty good. That's a better quality. We're not going to look at this one yet, okay? You can see it right here. Let's go. Okay, so watch this wheel. And you can see very clearly the light turns off. You can see the light turns off, which means that she shifted gears. Light turns off. Okay. Circle the guy in the front. Yes. Okay. And then so we see the guy in the front is right there. There he is, and he's coming over to here. All right. We're going to play it again. And you can see at this point, now she's revving the engine. So he's in front of the car. He's standing directly in front of the car. She's revving the engine. And he can hear the wheels turning. And he's in front of the car. Right now, he is in front of the car. No brake lights. Yes, there's no brake lights, as you can see here. And then you'll see right here, the wheels are turning with the officer who is directly in front of the vehicle. Directly in front. You see those wheels turning right there? Man. Not so good. Keep playing it? Yeah, I will. Okay, now I'll play it all the way through. So you can see right there, he can see and hear, right, that she's trying to pull forward. And so he gets out of the way so she doesn't run him over. And then he shoots her. There it is. Man. Too bad, huh? Too bad. So that's what I think happened. And also, here's another question. Let's engage. That's why you won't play the video uninterrupted. Okay, all right, fine. I'm going to play the video uninterrupted, okay? Here. Go ahead. All right. Completely uninterrupted. No commentary. I wasn't even in the room. What's the excuse now? She was never revving the engine. This is a lie. So what happens when you put your foot on the gas? Oh. What? Then why'd the wheels turn? What do you do? Why are you doing this to yourself? What are you doing? Like, I don't even understand this. Yeah, maybe he has an automatic Tesla? Is that it? Yeah, he's got a Tesla. He doesn't understand. Oh my God. She went forward after moving her wheels to the right, away from the agent. She did. She did. You're right. Sure did. And I don't think that she was trying. Her main goal was to get away from the scene of the crime, which, by the way, is also another felony, okay? It's against the law. You can't have people running away from the police. But she wasn't trying to run the officer over. She just thought that it was okay if she did it. That's it. Yeah, she's fleeing the scene, and she ran the officer over in the process of doing that. Oh, Jesus, got timed out again. Oh, now the goalposts are moving? Oh, my God. Okay. Let me ask you a question. You've asked me a lot of questions. You're in my chat. Should an ICE officer be able to defend himself from a threat of deadly violence? If he believes his life is in danger, should he be able to respond with deadly force? When we started ICE about to shoot it? Well, of course not, because I wouldn't move the goalposts in there. Absolutely not in this case. So, okay, so there are no cases where ICE agents should be able to defend themselves whenever they're being, basically attacked. And the reason why I asked Hasan this question, here's the reason why I didn't say that. Okay, all right, you didn't say that. That's fine. All right, fine. So, should an ICE agent be able to defend himself when his life is in danger? In this case, I didn't ask about this case. I know what your opinion is about this case. We all know that. You've tweeted about it 10 times. Israel did it. We get it. I'm talking about in general. But in this case, his life wasn't in danger, therefore it's relevant. The reason why I'm asking you this, I don't know why you keep getting timed out, but please stop one man spamming. So, the reason why I'm asking you this is very simple. It's because I think that you're exercising a bias against ICE agents. I think that you don't like what's happening and the ICE agents that are out there doing it in general. And I think that you don't want to admit that an ICE agent should be able to defend himself if there's something that's happening that endangers their life. But you don't want to answer that question and acknowledge that, because you actually, in my opinion, this is my opinion, right? This is what I think, is that I think that you agree with this happening and you think it's okay because you don't like ICE. That's what I think you're doing. I don't like when ICE agents kill a random 30-year-old neighbor's just. See, this works very well on Twitter. I don't like when ICE agents who are untrained kill random Americans. Why do you? Why do you like when ICE agents kill random Americans? I don't like when people flee from the scene of the crime and try to and run somebody over in the process. I mean, like, you can go back and forth about this over and over and over, and you can make these emotional plays, but this is what I think you're doing. I think that you're just trying to come up with a permission structure that basically justifies people being violent and aggressive and dangerous to ICE. What crime? What is this here? What senses of the crime? I don't know. I don't. That's crazy. That's crazy. What was the scene of the crime she was fleeing? The police were trying to detain her. She was trying to block the road, as far as I know, and the police were trying to detain her and stop her. You think you should just be able to drive away from the police? Yeah, obstruction of justice. Yeah, why was she there? Failure to comply? Yeah, you have to comply with a police officer. Very obviously, you have to comply with a police officer. She turned the wheels right when she saw the officer pull out the weapon, not before. If the officer did not pull out the gun, she may not have turned out her wheels at all. Maybe, I don't know. They are ICE. They don't have legal grounds to stop someone and detain them when they're American citizens. So you think ICE can't detain anybody, even people that are trying to actively block them? Like, I don't know if that's true or not. I have no idea. I'm not going to argue with you about this, right? I have no idea. But I think it's probably not true, but I'm not going to go and look this up and figure it out. I'm sure we can listen, how about this? If what you're saying isn't true, we can make a little clip. You've seen the clips. You get a lot of views on my clip channel. You got to keep this up. You're doing a great job. And so we'll add in the little law, and it'll say right there where it is. It's technically a legal gray area. Why are you running your mouth? You don't know? Because it's obvious. It's obvious that you shouldn't try to run over a police officer when you're escaping the scene. It's obvious that you shouldn't do that. You have multiple police officers trying to stop you, and then you turn the vehicle around and you start trying to drive in a direction, and you accident. Why are you doing it again? Like you're wrong about Mahmoud Khalil? I wasn't wrong. But you were right. They didn't do anything about that. They didn't. I still think they should deport him. I do. I still think they should deport him, and I am mad at the government for making you right, because I think they should have absolutely deported him. 100%. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the government. It was a joke. What about ism? Yeah, that's not even a point, though. But anyway, please ban the chatter. No, it's fine. Oh, geez, he got timed out again. Yes, you were. He has the legal right to free speech, whether a green card or American citizen. Well, that's not what I read. That's not what I read. Yeah, I don't know. It's not what I saw. I saw it pretty plain and simple that you're not able to do that. And it said that the state of fucking, the head of state, or was it a fucking, I'm trying to remember what the title was. But anyway, the Secretary of State. Yeah, Secretary of State, sorry. And the Secretary of State can remove somebody for whatever reason. Yeah. And so anyway, what is October 7th, never forget? Well, that's something different. Physical interference, touching, blocking, or physically impeding an ICE officer's lawful duty can lead to arrest for obstruction or assault. Well, obviously that's the case. Here we go again. From the chart, these actions can justify detention or arrest under such statutes: assaulting, resisting, or impeding federal officers, obstructing federal processes, harboring or assisting unlawful presence. Okay. First Amendment is a right for all. You were wrong. You didn't read anything. Well, I did. And in my opinion, this is my opinion, not the law. This is my opinion. I don't think we need to be importing foreign agitators from other countries to bring their conflicts and start trouble in our country. I think we already have people like you. You're a citizen. You're a problem. And I think that we have our hands full dealing with you, and we don't need to import more people that think this already. We already have a bunch of problems already. I don't want to import more problems. Is this crazy for me to say? I don't think it is. Jesus. Okay, but anyway, we saw the wheels turn. It is undeniable. We'll look at it one more time. Okay, we're going to look at it one more time. You can see right here, the brake lights go off, and then the officer is still right in front of the vehicle. The wheels are now turning, and the police officer has to get away from this front of the vehicle, because if he's in front of the vehicle, she would have run him over while she was fleeing the scene, because she was being detained by the police officers because she was trying to impede a federal investigation by using her car to block the road. And she got shot. Shouldn't have done it. We'll see who's right when the body cam comes out. That's true, too. I do think they should have body cams. I think they should absolutely have body cams, and they should make sure that anybody that's doing this, they're gonna evaluate, they're gonna look through everything for sure. There's a reason why you retreat to your general self-defiance argument for all ICE agents, because you know she was moving away when she got shot. Okay. I mean, I looked at it right there, in front of there. It was so obvious. It's so obvious. Don't believe your lying eyes. Don't believe moving away by the wheels turning in his immediate direction. Just give it up, man. Just give it up. Watch the new angle. I'll see if there's a... You're doing that? Okay. Somebody did say there's another angle. What is this? This is another version of it? All right, let me see what this version is. I don't know if this one doesn't seem like it's new. This is a higher quality. This is why it's so important to comply with the police, by the way. And so if you ever have the police that try to detain you, or they tell you to stop or to get out of the vehicle, and there are people with guns pointed at you that have guns, and then you, for some reason, tell yourself, I know what the good idea is. I'm going to drive through them. You're going to have a bad time. Do not take his advice. Take my advice. Don't do that. You can, and if it was a wrongful detainment, settle it in court It's always better to settle something like this in court than have to get shot or something like that happen. Exactly. You think you were wrongfully detained, you can take it to court, use the system as it was intended. Absolutely. So yeah, there you go. And what is this? Your dead dad hated you, wishing you died, wishing you weren't born, bro. Bro, you need to get help. What are you doing? You're talking about my dad? Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you? Seek help, man. Seek help.
People are too afraid to call it out. People are too afraid to say, what the fuck are you saying? This is...
You're right. People are too afraid of doing this, but they're so afraid of it. They're constantly sending me death threats and, like invoking my dead parents. You're right. That's totally, but it's actually you guys that are the victims. Oh, yeah.
Completely ridiculous.
Oh, God. Man. So I'm simultaneously ineffective and I'm also dominating the discourse. Well, that's nice. Anyway, I've got to go do some stuff. I'll be back on tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching today, guys. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to cover everything else. So, yeah, I hope everybody had a good time today. And, shit, that's about it. All right, guys. Until next time, boys. Peace. See ya.